is the Velvet Locks with another story time. Thank you guys. I got another story time for you. Yes, okay. You're not going to believe this one. I tell you, you had to be there in order to know what I was talking about. So let's get on with the story, okay? Okay, this happened when I first moved into my house. Now, this was before I bought my house. What had happened was I was previously evicted from my other apartment because of an ex-boyfriend that was living with me at the time. Now, this was before this was way back in the days, okay? Way back in the days. But I had just gotten this 2-bedroom apartment. Really, it was a 3-bedroom apartment. It was really nice. And at that time, I met this dude. I allowed him to live with me, and he got me in trouble. Okay? He came in with his bad habits and got us kicked out. Now, he was smoking his stuff, and this poor old lady, who's the landlady at the time, she recognized the smell. And I'm here trying to justify it, trying to, cover it up for him. Like, no, he smokes cigarettes, blah, blah, blah. But regardless of what, she smelled it through the vents. Boom, we got put out. So on moving day now, I looked through the yellow pages. Because back then we had yellow pages, you guys. Nobody's using those anymore, but we had yellow pages. So anyways, I looked through the yellow pages and I found a local moving company. Now, it was no problem. I had everything packed up and we're just waiting for these guys to show up. I don't discriminate. I try very hard not to discriminate, not try to be very opinionated on anything, although I can be. But this moving company had some serious issues. Now, let me just tell you guys, whoever is out there in the process of moving, pay attention because you might fall into this. You just never know. I never thought anything could happen like this, but it did. So on moving day, they came, they started taking out the furniture. But what I noticed was something kind of crazy. And I should have paid attention to that because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, these are the movers from heaven. They just dropped out of heaven, okay? Because they started wrapping everything up. They was wrapping up the sofa, wrapping up the dresses, even wrapped up the broom. Now, I should have known something was up when I saw the broom being wrapped up in cellophane. But I didn't think anything of it because I figured I'm paying my money. I gave him a deposit, and he gets the balance when we get to our destination. Wow! All was well. I mean, they packed everything up really nice in the truck. So now we're off. We get to where I'm living now. Let me tell you something. This is where the problem and the BS started. So we pull up in front of the residence. Now the price that he quoted me for moving, all of a sudden changed. Okay? Let's say he charged me $800 to move, and I paid him maybe like $400 to move. So I only owe him a balance of $400, right? Easy. No. What these dudes did, without even asking my permission or even notifying me that this was their rules, was they started wrapping everything up. And when you wrap stuff up like that, whether it be furniture, that's extra. That was extra, y'all. That was extra. And I couldn't believe it because he wrapped everything up. Everything. Even the broom. So, now, the person I was dealing with back then, he was a little cuckoo off the cuckoo clock too. And he was the one to reckon with. So, when it was time for us now to get our furniture up, we noticed these guys aren't moving. They want to settle the bill before going any further. So I'm like, well, you settle the bill when you get my furniture in the house. This is what I'm doing. So they're like,
no, that's not our policy, ma'am. You gotta come off with some money, okay?
I wish I had some dollars right now, because you gotta peel some cash. You gotta peel some paper in order for us to get your stuff off the truck. So when he told us the price, now instead of it being a balance of $400, okay, like I said, as an example, $800 to move, gave him a deposit of $400, which means now I got a balance of $400. No. Now he's going to tell me it inflated. It really did inflate. It went up to another $500, which means now I got to pay him $900 just to get the rest of my stuff off the truck. That's when panic mode and crazy mode stepped in. After he told me the price of how much he wants me to give him, which is not what we agreed on. This was not what I was quoted on. And then when he tried to break it down to us and tell us the reason why it went up to $900, we're like, but wait a minute. Hey, hold up. Wait a minute. Let's go put some practical wisdom in it. That's so corny, Donna. Oh my gosh. Forget that. Well, anyway, I said, nobody told y'all to wrap up everything. I didn't ask you to wrap up the furniture. Okay? You said that y'all are going to make sure and move everything. Everything's going to be securely put away. And y'all started just going to town, wrapping everything up. Everything. Toys, everything. Everything. So he's like,
Listen, ma'am, it's $900 to get your furniture off the truck.
No, it ain't. Okay? You're not leaving here with our stuff still on the truck.
and $900 you claim I'm going to be doing? No. We didn't discuss that. So you need to talk to your boss and figure this out right now, because this is not going down today. So he supposedly called his boss up on the phone.
Hello?
And he starts to explain the situation. So now he comes back to us and tells us,
Well, how much money do you have?
I have exactly what you said it was. You told me it was $400. I got your $400.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't let your stuff off this truck without getting my full $900.
Excuse you? And then he goes on to say,
This is what I'm going to do for you today. I'm going to do you a favor.
favor? Excuse? What are you talking about?
I'm going to do you a favor. All right, I see you got small children, okay? So how about I give you 2 of the TVs that's on here and your bed, and then you can come up with the balance.
I said but that's not what I said, because I wasn't saved then. So now Crazy and Havoc popped out of the scene. So we're like, listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all not moving this truck from in front of this house. If anything, we're going to sit right here in front of your truck. I dare you to think you're going to drive off here with my furniture being held hostage on your truck. And you think you're going to negotiate my stuff to me by telling me you're going to give me maybe 2 TVs and a dresser or bed, and that's supposed to be it? Like, you're supposed to just give me my kids' furniture and keep our stuff hostage until a balance? Oh, heck no. So, of course, now, my ghetto boyfriend... It was going down. When they saw Crazy pop out of him, they started to negotiate again. After the furniture, now we've been sitting there in front of the residence now. We're talking a couple of hours. Instead of my furniture being moved inside the premises, we stayed out front negotiating crap for a couple of hours. I could not believe the excuses these guys was giving us and try to explain and justify their price. So after all of that, after them seeing that we weren't playing, after making numerous threats, after letting them know they weren't moving that big truck and we were gonna call the police, they finally said,
Okay, fine. We'll take a loss.
Excuse me? Take a loss?
so they ended up letting our stuff off their vehicle. And I tell you, you guys, they did not let those things in without hearing a lot of words being said, okay? A lot of words.
Vocabulary, proverbs, nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives. We was giving it all. Everything. Ad-libs, everything. We was giving it all to them. Everything. They had some lips. They got the word that day.
But that just went to show me that in the future, if it's Lord's will for me to move again, I know now to keep mindful from just that experience alone. Be mindful of the next company and what it is that they're offering, and do not get nothing wrapped. Don't get nothing wrapped unless it's indicated and you know exactly how much money they're charging to specially wrap your stuff, even the darn broom. Okay? So check the fine print out, you guys. Check to see their policy. Don't go with these little brother man companies. Okay, it just seems like they were a bunch of hustlers, and this was their hustle. Hustling people out of their money and using their furniture as hostage. So yes, we ended up getting our furniture. We ended up setting it up, and everything was well after that. But I did learn a very valuable lesson because, ooh, it was not pretty that day. It was not pretty, all right? So yes, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe down below. If you want to hear more story times, give your sis a buzz, let me know, and I got it for you, okay? And until the next video, I will see you in the next video. Hey fam, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell right next to it. So this way you will know when I'm uploading another video. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button, give me those likes, thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you will not miss another one of these type of videos. So let's get started.